Okay, genius, don't drop it again. Welcome to Max's Models. I'm Max. Hey guys, Max here. A little bad news. My computer editing software just went south on me, so I'm working with a trial version. See if I can. That's one more thing to take care of. Anyway, I did get to work on and finish off the Cyber Hobby Val, the 1/72nd scale one, and uh, overall, I'm pretty happy with the kit. I got it all painted and dry coat or dull coat. I got the decals on it and everything, and posed it with the wings folded. There's thing I was really happy with is the mast did a good job. I'm very happy with how well the framing came out. It wasn't perfect, but at 1/72nd scale, with my eyes, it was plenty good enough. And I understand the issues with this kit people have talked about. The instructions could definitely be clearer, and you're dealing with a lot of extremely tiny parts. And but it's not an over-ticked kit. The decals are very nice, and uh, it's a snug fit, but a good fit. And but definitely not a beginner's kit by any means of the imagination. But the little things like including flat spots on the tire and stuff, that was a nice touch. And in fact, when I was done, I decided to go ahead and put it on the shelf because I realized I had this airplane comes with three different decal, or actually four different decaling options: two from Midway, one from Coral Sea, and another one. And I decided to go with the Akagi off of the mid-battle Midway paint scheme. I realized I have two other airplanes in the Akagi in 1/72nd scale. They're already on the shelf, so now I have, which is also, one might add, the same thing as the Pearl Harbor Attack Force. And except that I think the valves were mostly painted that pale gray, light greenish IJN. I think they call it IJN green, but it looks gray and a lot of light, but it's actually very pale green. Um, well, let's see. The Kate torpedo planes were painted dark green to blend with the water, but the Zeros and the valves were painted a lighter color. However, by Midway, I think they'd started painting a lot of them dark green. So anyway, this is the Midway paint scheme. I'm not sure if it's the Pearl Harbor paint scheme. Of course, Machat's Law, no two airplanes are painted the same. Then I got to work on the B-25, and I got the landing gears finished, which are, by the way, although very solid, they're also very intricate. A lot. And again, instructions could be a little bit better. And the long story short, I got the wings attached. I got the tape removed. Everything's all dry coated and everything dull coated. I do have a couple of decals to put on the fuselage, but and I need to put the propellers together. There's still a lot of work to do. I knocked one of the bombs off out of the inside, so and I got to put the bomb bay doors on it. I have to put the gear doors on it, but still have decals to apply. But we're starting to see daylight. Last thing I'll probably do will be the antennas and gun barrels, because obviously those are the things you're most likely to break off. And it does sit on its nose, and the engines look really good. So I'll probably pose it with a couple of the cowling panels removed so that you can see the some of the work on that detailed engine, and leave another one buttoned up. Probably open one side of the gun tray and leave the other one closed so you can see it both ways. And unfortunately, the only thing it doesn't come with, it comes with ammo belts for all the guns except the ones in the nose. I don't know why they chose to leave those out, but you can see inside the nice clear parts, acrylic parts. Make it very easy to see inside, so you can see some of that detail you would go through all that trouble to put in there. And I still got to clean up some of there's a little bit of tape because it's been on there so long. Some of the sticky from the tape, had a little trouble getting that off. But she's coming together. The nose gear seems to be holding nicely. Got her up on her wheels. And that's really about all there is to report on that. We went into the movies today, saw the new Spider-Man movie. Loved it. Good time. So I didn't do that much work today, but I did finish off the Val, and I did make a lot of progress on the B-25. Real quick, there are two other things. One, I was asked about my weathering techniques. They're very standard. I use Tamiya pastels a lot to dry brush on with like exhaust flames. I like to have the paint chipped off and or use silver or aluminum paint to create a bald spot. And then for the heat, I like to lay down some of the silver with a little what they call the cold blue, and then maybe a hint of rust, and then pop in some soot as much as I think I need. More on radial engines, of course. Very straightforward stuff. My techniques are there's a gazillion amount on YouTube, and mine are nothing spectacular, pretty basic, but they do look good. And the other thing, I don't know if this has happened to you guys or not, but I noticed my PBY Catalina was just leaning over in the shelf for no reason. I haven't done anything with it. And apparently the landing gear broke just sitting there. And I've seen kits, tail wheels collapse and main gears. I mean, it happens. Glue debonds. So I need to figure that out. And that is going to keep me between the computer issues and fixing the models. Things are probably going to get backed up a little bit, but also I got a lot of real world stuff going on that'll keep me occupied for a while. So hopefully this weekend we might have Harvey Lowe with us on the live stream. For those who don't know him, you can go check him out. He's very well respected Canadian model builder, very world class. He has his own YouTube channel, and we'll talk about that. I'll see if I can't find it and link it below. Hopefully, I'll get started on that Cyber Hobby Hell Diver soon, but bigger fish to fry at the moment. Well, I think that's about all I got for right now. You take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you later. As always, model on.
Well, handle it, Roy. Handle it, handle it.